A thick, unnatural silence blankets the ancient burial chamber, dust swirling in dim shafts of light piercing the cracks in the stone walls. Centuries ago, a warrior of unmatched skill and wrath was betrayed, her heart pierced by 3 enchanted swords, her body sealed away and her spirit imprisoned, forgotten by time but not by destiny. Legends whispered across generations claim that anyone who dares disturb the swords will awaken a force no human can contain. Yet curiosity drives our protagonist, a daring human drawn to mysteries that should have remained buried. As he steps closer to the stone coffin, the air grows colder, the walls seem to hum, and faint glimmers dance along the embedded swords, as though they are aware, alive, and watching. Every instinct screams to turn back, but he can't. The promise of uncovering a forgotten power is too tempting to resist. One hand hovers over the first sword, and in that moment, the chamber holds its breath. The boundary between centuries of slumber and the awakening of an unstoppable warrior is about to shatter. He takes a deep breath and pulls. The sword comes free with a shuddering crack that echoes through the chamber. Instantly, the stone coffin quivers, and faint light glows from her chest, where the remaining swords still pierce her. Her body trembles, muscles coiling, energy building beneath the surface. Dust and stone fragments fall from her hair and shoulders as a low hum fills the chamber. She gasps, centuries of silence escaping in one exhale, and her eyes snap open, shimmering with ancient light. The human staggers back, realizing she isn't dead. Slowly she rises to her knees, every movement fluid despite centuries of stillness. She studies him silently for a long, tense moment, then speaks in a voice raw with centuries of slumber. Who dares touch what was forbidden? The human, trembling but resolute, whispers, I didn't mean to. He knows in that instant that his life, and the world around him, will never be the same. She lowers her gaze, memories flashing in her eyes. Once a warrior princess, she was renowned for skill, strategy, and honor. Betrayal came from within her own ranks, conspirators fearing her strength and seeking power. 3 enchanted swords were driven into her chest to kill and imprison her spirit. For centuries, she remained conscious, trapped between life and death, fully aware of time passing. The human listens, struggling to comprehend the scale of her suffering. The swords are not merely weapons, they are bindings, holding her body and immense energy. She glances at the remaining 2, glowing faintly, and warns, Remove them, and you may awaken more than you can control. The chamber trembles as she attempts to rise, energy radiating like an invisible storm. Light spills from cracks in the remaining swords, bathing the walls in an otherworldly glow. She flexes, testing her strength, powerful but disoriented. The human steps back, realizing he released not just a being, but a force of ancient power. With a flick of her hand, she sends waves of energy, torches flare and walls shudder. She turns to him. You awakened me. Do you understand what you've done? The temple responds. Mechanisms long dormant whir, ancient guardians stir in the shadows. Life, death, and legend blur as the first signs of her full power manifest. The human realizes he triggered events that could reshape everything he knows about the world. She studies him carefully, sensing his intentions are genuine despite centuries of isolation. The human explains he seeks only answers and survival, not power. She realizes that to navigate the dangers now stirring in the temple, she must cooperate with him. Rogue guardians appear, and she instinctively shields him while he guides them through the labyrinthine corridors. Their teamwork, hesitant at first, gradually becomes fluid, each anticipating the other's moves. For the first time in centuries, she smiles, not a warrior's triumphant smile, but a soft, human one. The temple roars to life, sending massive, ancient guardians in pursuit. Corridors become gauntlets of energy blasts and falling stones. She uses her growing powers to deflect attacks, while the human improvises with rubble as barriers. At a narrow bridge, a sentinel corners them, forcing the human to push her out of harm's way. He nearly falls into a chasm. She grabs his wrist, pulling him back just in time, astonished. You risked your life for me again, she says. That's what partners do, he replies. Chaos forges a bond beyond centuries of solitude, trust forming in the heat of danger. They emerge into daylight, landscapes unrecognizable to her. Her kingdom, once vast and gleaming, is gone. Nature has reclaimed the land and civilization has vanished. She touches plants and soil with awe and sorrow. The human explains the modern world and fragments of her history. Her chest aches not from swords, but from the loss of everything familiar. "I have nowhere to go," she admits. He hesitates, then offers, "You can come with me at least until you decide your path." Sunset paints the sky in fiery reds and oranges as they walk side by side. Her powers, though still unstable, flicker with renewed determination. "I owe you my life," she says softly. "And perhaps my future," he adds. "You owe me nothing, but you're welcome to stay." She studies him, noticing the honesty and steadiness in his presence, a rare comfort after a millennium. "Very well, human. Until I reclaim my truth and understand this new age, I will walk with you." Together, they step into the unknown, bound by trust, awakening, and the possibility of reshaping not just their destinies, but the legacy of a warrior long forgotten. The battle behind them fades, the temple grows silent. The swords, once instruments of her imprisonment, now rest safely, their power contained but still humming faintly. The warrior stands tall beside the human who dared awaken her, her eyes reflecting gratitude, resolve, and hope. Together, they walk away from the ruins, stepping into a world changed while she slept, yet full of new possibilities. One act of curiosity awakened a legend. With trust and courage guiding them, they face the future side by side. The story of the warrior and the human has only just begun, a tale of awakening, survival, and the forging of an unbreakable bond across time.